Have you heard good marriages can also turn sour? Have you also heard that that's your good man, a God fearing man, can also turn out to be something else tomorrow? Oh, you've not heard. At least you've heard a pastor impregnating a member or anyone else. You've heard a particular pastor going into adultery and all of that. At least you've heard such news around the world. For the fact you have an understanding, rich, God fearing, you know, for the fact your man is perfect doesn't mean all is permanently well. Even though God has promised you right from secondary school that, hey, Mirabel, my child, you're going to have a blessed home. Your home is going to be filled with joy and happiness. You're going to have a great home. Honey, there's work to do. There needs to be an oil, a lubricant that will make everything continuously flow seamlessly. It doesn't just end in being a good man. It doesn't just end in being a good woman. There needs to be a constant oil of lubrication that makes it flow so well. Imagine a car or imagine a generator without oil. Definitely, no matter how brand new that generator might look, no matter how latest it might be, there needs to be an oil. There needs to be an oil that keeps it on the go. Most marriages, after 1 year of calling sweetheart, honey, babe, my king, and all of that, it's just barely 6 months, everything turns out to be opposite. You start hearing, hey, you start hearing, papa, somebody. In fact, some people don't even say anything. They just pass their information and they feel their spouse should understand. They don't call their spouse anything. They don't even have any pet name anymore. Just barely 6 months after saying yes, and you see them, everything good, the spark, the energy, the love, everything just die off. Everything just goes off. Light goes off. The spark. In fact, it's only smoke that remains. The smoke self is remaining small to get off to. In fact, I do not know the right grammar to use, but just some people, barely 6 months, everything just turns sour. And if you look deep into it, you could see that there was no effort. Everybody went to rest. Everybody was comfortable. Everybody became so relaxed because we are now married. We are now couples. We are now living together. Such belief, such mindset can easily make your marriage go sour. Remember, you said on the altar, it's a forever something, isn't it? A forever something. And it's not less than 6 months, everything has started changing. Imagine you living that kind of lifestyle for 20 years. Imagine you living that kind of lifestyle for 10 years. You practically become frustrated. You practically become, you become depressed. You start finding joy outside your home. That wouldn't be your portion. Most times, you see the things that causes the breakage or a gap of love in the home is, you see, offenses, our attitude combined with unforgiveness. These are the things that can easily break a home. It's not even when you start having children. When you start having children, you can control that. It's in your place as a woman to control that aspect. But you see, attitude, offenses, unforgiveness can ruin a home. It can ruin a home 100%. When your spouse starts hurting you constantly, someone you love, someone you cherish, someone you've given your heart, someone you've given your mind, the whole of yourself, someone you've given your body to, and you see this person keeps on hurting you every day. Not really intentional, not really that they are aware they're doing these things to you, but somehow they just hurt you, and you are busy keeping these things at the table of your heart. In fact, you go and hide some down your heart. You go and keep some where nobody will see it. When he does another one, you join that one, and it's aggravated, and you start pondering on it with the devil whispering so many things to you, and In fact, you start losing love for your spouse. You start, having keeping malice together. Everything gradually, and these things are sometimes they are significant. Yes, sometimes these things are insignificant. Insignificant, I mean, is sometimes the way it comes, it doesn't really make sense, but it's just piling up. Next month, it piles up. Probably after 2 months, another one piles up. You are piling it up, and in a twinkle of an eye, that godly, good marriage will just go crashing. That's the truth. There is no yardstick to saying, I have a good home, I have a good marriage, I have a good husband, and you relax and you are free. You are watching Facebook, you are free, you're folding your legs, you're free doing everything, thinking all is permanently well. All can be permanently well if you work on it. All can be permanently well if you put in the work. All can be permanently well if you can be intentional about your home. Now, the goal of this message is to encourage you to slow down on offenses, taking offenses all the time. Spouse culture, you take offense, you pick it up, you spark, you start saying a lot of things, you start pondering on everything. It's not every time you have to start, dwelling on offenses. It's not all the time, my love. It's not all the time you start, making magnifying the way your spouse hurt you, putting it in a way that it will make you to be hurt the more. Have a sacred place with God. Have a sacred place where you can pray, where you can address issues, where you can have a heart-to-heart conversation with the Almighty God. You can always go to God and tell Him about what your spouse is doing to you. The Bible says that the heart of the king is in his hands, not in your hands. You don't have the power to change nobody. You don't have the power to change your spouse. You don't have the power to make them from green to white. You do not have the power. Why not go to that person who has the power, instead of dwelling and complaining and crying and feeling hurt all the time? Have a sacred place with God. Have a covenant with your Maker. He's the only one. He is the only one who can step into that situation. You might say, pray every time. Pray. I mean, you cannot enforce empathy into your life by force. You cannot enforce tolerance. You cannot enforce unforgiveness. You cannot enforce forgiveness into your life just like that. It's in the place of prayer. In the place of prayer, you get forgiveness. In the place of prayer, you get tolerance. In the place of prayer, you get empathy. So you could see that you have work to do. There is need. There is 100% need for you to have a covenant with God. There's 100% need for you to have a sacred place with your Maker. Because from time to time, you will always go to God. You will always go to God. You will always go to. There is Bible says that we should pray without season. You don't have to start praying when your husband has started beating you. You don't have to wait till things go sour before you start having a sacred place with God. You need to start as early as possible. So prayer is very, very, very important. I'm encouraging all of us, all the wives, all the mothers. Prayer is very important. Make out time to pray in the day. Make out time to pray at midnight. Make out time to pray in the afternoon. Do not relent in praying. Before I met my husband, God told me 5 outstanding qualities He had. I mean, good qualities. God didn't tell me that. God didn't tell me the bad qualities or the ones I won't like, the qualities I might not find comfortable. He told me 5 outstanding qualities. Nobody's perfect, I'm not perfect either. You are not perfect. The only one who is perfect is God. We all are striving to perfection. And trust me, those 5 qualities, those 5 outstanding qualities are the qualities I've been running with since I came together. Offenses will come. Yes, offenses must come. But try and see the good side of a partner. Try and see that they are also putting effort. Try and see that they are trying. dwelling on the ones that you didn't do this, you didn't call me, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Those things can be sorted out. You don't need to dwell on them. You don't need to be bitter. You don't need to start, making those things to be so magnified. You will hurt yourself. You will hurt yourself, and you are giving way to the devil. If your spouse have 20 good qualities, 10 good qualities, 5 good qualities, and they just what you want, they just do something, just not really this. You might not say just little, but no matter how hot you are, try and see the good side of your marriage. Those 5 qualities God showed me. Apart from those qualities, any other quality that I do not like or I do not feel comfortable with, we forgive each other and we keep lubricating our union. That's it. There's no need to start dwelling on offenses. There's no need to start dwelling on offenses, because offenses, attitude, unforgiveness, these things can easily kill your home. These things can easily kill the joy in your home. You might not know it. You might not see it coming, but you won't notice these things early. It's when it has eaten deep, that is when you start realizing the fact that my husband, we no longer talk as we should. We no longer share our feelings. We no longer feel anything for each other. The love has died. There's no more love. Everything just gradually goes sour. So try and keep your heart. Try and protect your heart. Try and protect the things that you let into your heart. As a man thinketh, so is he. Whatever you have kept inside your heart, it will definitely manifest. Wisdom is profitable to direct. The goal is to have a long-lasting marriage, a long-lasting home, a blessed home till Christ returns. Have a blessed day. Bye.